Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Gonna go over a tournament match that I had just a couple days ago versus Miley Hannah. This is a 60 Nexus match. It's our season 17 tournament. And I'm in the second round at this point. I won my first round. And Miley won their first round, or no, I think they had a bye. So, as you can see here, we both run generic books. And I get just an absolute shit spawn that I have to deal with. And worth noting that I should just gate. Like, I don't know, here? I should just gate here. That would be perfectly fine. But for some reason I was thinking, you know, I'm screwed. I don't have this good spawn. You know, fuck me. I'm like super down in the dumps, like mentally, not feeling very confident in tournaments. I kind of psych myself out for these. And so at this point I'm like, oh, I'll just dig. Oh, never mind, I won't dig. I'm gonna summon an egg. So a couple strategies kind of, you know, leaving a lot to be desired, mixing themselves up a bit. And there she pulls out the glyphs, and I'm like, alright, well, this is lost already. Instead of kind of just thinking turn by turn, okay, this is fine. You know, I could gate, like, this turn that I flashed, I could gate, right? You know, different ways that I could apply pressure. Instead, I've used 2 turns, she's got her glyphs out, and an imp is going to be 100. And now I'm already, like, on the verge of being lost. And so it makes it super difficult to deal with, because I don't have an imp counter. I did not anticipate her bringing imps. She loves imps, but it's just not something that you can always predict. It would be cool too, but I wasn't able to do it. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, maybe I can get a swarm out, right? She'll have to deal with that, respond to it. And here I'm thinking maybe she has Storm Shield, but even though she has Storm Shield, I still choose to hit her with the swarm. Why, I don't know, but I probably shouldn't have done that, and I probably should have oh, I don't know, maybe summon my own Storm Spirit, and then I go for a drain here, and it's just full tilt mode, man. I just missed the drain. I missed the goddamn drain. Oh my gosh, oh my god, stop. I mean, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I missed the drain, kills my swarm, I kill the Storm Spirit, and at this point, I don't know, I think I have Aura in this book. Maybe using Aura on these imps might be good to force her to relocate it. I decided to use it on her. Problem is she can just move, and she's got 85 prop. And so she's able to use the ladder expertly to move the imps, and could explode that one to detower me, which is probably what she's going to do. But we'll see. At least this is what I was thinking in the game. I think she's going to explode the imp. She'll detower me. But she makes an even better play. She just charges them and damages my tower while she's at it. So I'm like, oh no, this is not good. At this point, I should probably teleport to the side right here. Oh, maybe, yeah, probably. Is that flashable though? I don't know. Like, maybe here? That's more difficult to flash. I'm pointing, if you guys don't see, just like to the left side of this area. Little hole. So here I have to stall, right? That imp's down to 5, which is good. The rest are, they're okay. I mean, I'm not completely lost yet. I'm keeping the imps down fairly decently. But I'm thinking that she's probably going to charge at this point. And she does, makes a great play. Brings glyph and arrows, charges up the imps nicely. But really, it just comes down to, oh, sorry about that ping. I'll close that for now. It just comes down to like being able to make the best decision on that single turn, given what you're given. You know, you're not going to win the game in one turn. And here, unfortunately, I thought that her Storm Shield was going to be up. I casted Roar to deflight her, and then the shield killed my dragon. And I was pretty sad about that. I just rushed it too much, and I feel like I was not in the right mindset to play the game just when I was doing my tournament. It's that simple. Credit goes to Miley for a hugely successful imp strategy. And of course, we got game 2. And at this point, I've got 2 giant imps. There's not much I can do. Maybe I can just tower. Maybe I can... there's nothing else besides tower. Otherwise I lose. I don't think teleporting does anything because she just takes the imp out. So she has pebbles too, which is super interesting actually. It's a great mix with imps because towers are the main reason that imps are not that great, because you have a 250 imp, you cast it on a tower, it detowers. That's it. It doesn't kill the opponent or anything. So here I trap her in, but I realize she's just going to flash out. I don't have much else to do. So at this point, I have to just kind of pray, maybe fly away. Yeah, that's what I choose to do. But yeah, I think lessons learned from this game, first of all, don't let the game get to me. It's just a game. Like, I don't know why I get so competitive. A lot of people do. But sometimes I get wrapped up in it, and I just get flustered, and that holds me back a lot. And I realize that, so I think I can do better in that respect. Not just in general, but just in that main respect, mentally, with the mental aspect of the game. So she tries to ladder those imps, doesn't quite work out. And at this point I'm like, okay, I can live for a turn. Oh, excuse me. I can live for a turn, but she also has Ray. And you're thinking, oh, why did you go out in the open? It's like, well, because if I go out here, she can just kill me immediately. I have to run away. I don't have much cover, but sucks. Lesson learned from this game also from a technique standpoint, just gate turn 1 and force her to deal with your threats and figure out how to charge the imps when I'm pressuring her, when I'm not hiding and stuck on this shit ass spawn. And I think the game would be a lot different. I've got absolutely nothing. I have to stay here to protect from imps, so I swarm. At this point she can just deflight me if she wants, but she actually can also ladder this imp up. So she does... she fucks it up. No, I'm just kidding. She jumps up there, and yeah. That's GG. Well played. On to game 2. Alright, let's see here. Save this somewhere in the bottom, maybe. Coeval Miley. Or as Pros likes to say, Coeval. Coeval. Getting voice Coeval. Coeval 1v1. Coeval. Alright, better spawn. In this game I brought Impdes and Graph Pulse. And I was thinking that she would bring imps. I was countering imps. We'll see if she does. Get first turn flash, kind of nice. Let's see, is there still sound? Did I hear? No. So first turn flash, telly in. Probably going for the mud ball. I have like a similar mega mix. No DK, I think, but Whisper Bomb. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm not even sure I remember exactly what book, but I'll do my best to find the book. Oh, excuse me again, a little bit tired. Here, this is good. I mud, and she towers, and she's trapped. So I should just run away and prot here, summon a swarm, do something. I'm a little scared of Ray because I think she has her imp book. So I'm finding a place to hide, and I shuffle around forever, which I'll just skip. And then she pulls out a swarm. So here I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could just tree the swarm. and that would be fine. But then I'm like, why waste a tree when I can come over there and just drain it? So that's what I do. And then she goes for drone, yeah, okay. And here I'm like, oh no, she doesn't have imps, and I have imp deaths. And in my mind, you gotta understand, I just got shit on, right? And so I'm thinking, oh, you know, all hope is lost. I have this imp deaths, and she brought imps, and she outplayed me. She was smarter than I was, etc., etc. All this mental bullshit, right? This play is just bad, and the reason it is because I don't have Snowball to detower, and summoning the Swarm is also just bad, because she just drains it. So what should I have done instead? I could gate away. Gate up top here. Gate up top here, or maybe that's flashable, but maybe, I don't know, somewhere, like, maybe here? Yeah, force her to either move, or if she does the same play, summons the horror after I gate, then I can just tree it in. But towering, ice shielding when I don't have Snowball is just terrible. And then swarming when she can just drain it, also terrible. So, a couple other better options I could have used. At this point, I'm kind of on tilt. I don't know what to do. And she uses Stalking Stuffer, and I'm like, oh my god. I don't know what that is, but she's winning with it, so you gotta do what you gotta do. And at this point, I decide to gate. I could have done that a while ago, honestly. Even gating where she couldn't, where I couldn't get to her, like instead of gating on the top, gating here much earlier would have probably been okay. Because the ice tower, wasting the mud, all that shit is just not necessary. Just kind of weird. But now I start to calm down a little bit, and I think, okay, I've got a chance. Which I do very much. 250 to 210. I've got 2 minion disadvantage, but she can't really get to me with those minions. So, still in the game. The idea is maybe get a little bit of a hole in the middle here for myself so I can protect from meteors. Apply some mild pressure with Aura, zone her out of her hiding spots, and it's still a game. Still very much a game, ladies and gentlemen. Here I'm thinking maybe I could place the swarm well enough so that she can't kill it with the drone. She's thinking the same thing that I said a little bit ago, is that she wants to take control of the middle, hide from the meteors, which are going to come in just the coming turns. They're going to converge into the middle, and then soon mid is not going to be safe. That meteor collapsed my swarm, unfortunately, and this is where I kind of rush things a bit. Decide to kill the drone here. An alternative play would have been to just position the swarm like to the right of me, stay flighted, and then flash this space open. I think that would have been a nice play. And then when the drone comes to kill the swarm, I just kill it from my own hiding spot area. And that way I can prevent kind of the grav pulse from happening. I can position myself better so that she doesn't grav pulse me into the water. But now she's got the swarm out, and she's able to also lob this dark matter bomb. I thought that was coming for sure, but she actually doesn't end up doing that. So I get kind of lucky there, because I think dark matter bomb would have been a huge play. So I want to go back into this little hole here and then block with the swarm. Flash or maybe protection shield if I have it up. I don't have many minions in this book like Pegasus, so just got to deal with what I have. The idea in this book is to just stall until there's not much land left, and then use Mega Boulder to just apply a lot of late game pressure. And here I protection shield, but I'm not sure I block with the swarm. Yeah, I don't. And it's at this point that I realized, oh man, she can come over here and grab pulse me, and I think that probably sinks. And so, yeah, just a little bit of an oversight there on my part, and I was feeling pretty down emotionally. Just because, I don't know, I have a lot of fun with this game, but also I'm just pretty competitive. And so I played down a lot, down emotionally. And it's tough because it like holds back your kind of skill level. There's a good group of players that are kind of mid-upper tier that have one or two things holding them back. I think one of mine is just the emotional kind of aspect of the game. I get a little bit too wrapped up into it, but I know it now and I'm getting better. And she does actually get that grapple sync, and the only really spot I have here that's good is in this middle area, still protected from the meteors. Still 235 health, but you know, she's got a turn. So, looking a bit dicey, but we'll see what I can do. It's not the end of the world, but it's something that I would have liked to prevent. And really, she only has 35 prot. So let's say that I positioned the swarm a little bit better and the grab pulse wasn't possible. I'm pretty sure that like she can't really approach me yet. She has to take another turn to prot. The meteors can also always deprot her, right? It could happen. So at this point, I don't really have a plan. I've made too many early mistakes such that I literally just have to like make, I don't know, like kind of mediocre moves, tower, protection shield, just super defensive, not really accomplishing anything besides allowing me to survive more than one turn, right? But unfortunately that meteor opens up my space, which makes it more difficult for me to win, or draw, or survive. Any of those three, pick your poison. And maybe she has a D tower here, I don't know exactly. She does have Pebbles, yeah. Pebbles plus DMB, oof, pretty brutal. Although the horror does die, so again, still difficult. She's got a swarm up, she's gonna get some tick damage. She's gonna tower out or flash out. Flashing out would be a mistake, but towering out would be perfect. Flashing out I could mega, but it's hard to get good positioning for that mega boulder. It would be tricky. Also, I don't know if that glyph is mine or not. Because on the turn that you go, the glyphs don't hurt you. If the meteor comes on, so I think the way it works is like that's my meteor, so those glyphs wouldn't stun me because it comes before my turn. The meteors that come before Miley's turn, they won't stun Miley, but they'll stun me. So I think that's how it works. The meteor almost frees her cosmic horror. Thank goodness it doesn't. I use a second mud to just contain it. I think that's a good play. I've only got one left, or maybe zero. But, you know, I'm doing what I can. I just gotta survive. And as far as strategy goes from this, like from a technique standpoint, I think first of all, I should have probably teleported sooner and not done that little ice castle, ice shield play when I don't have snowball. Swarming when she can just drain it is not a good play either, so maybe hiding earlier, setting up swarm is better. Actually, I know for sure it's better, and that's what I should have done to give myself a better chance. The horror's still trapped, so that's good. But she does sort of free it. Has to burn a glyph. She uses stocking stuffer there. That's just kind of a meme. She's just having fun, you know how it is. The meteor almost fucks me up, but thankfully it doesn't. Although now I'm kind of, you know, out wide in the open. That's flashable, so I have to move and tower. Okay, I didn't have to move, but I'm worried about the meteors coming into the middle of the map area. So I do decide to move, and again, these are just kind of no impact, no momentum moves. These are, oh shit, I'm lost. The only move I can do to survive longer is a tower type of moves. or is a tree, or is a prot, right? These aren't actually moves that are forcing her to respond. Basically, I'm just waiting on Arma, hoping that it hits her. But unfortunately, it doesn't deflight her there. If she's deflighted, I actually pretty much could win. Say she gets deflighted. Maybe she's 185 health, she's got no prots. I flash her off, she tellies in, then I follow up with a Mega Boulder, or even flash her off again. Then she's down. She's lethal, and the game is on, right? That's one thing about Nexus, is that the Arma is huge. It can make or break a game. You can play a perfect game, get hit by a meteor, and then lose and go cry in a corner at home by yourself. Alright, so I'm in a tough spot, and the meteor says, screw you. I'm just gonna hit you right in the face. I was like, oh, fantastic. Only move I have here is to kill the horror, otherwise I get matter bombed. And once again, she's still up a swarm. Pretty good advantage, lots of prots. But I'm just gonna do what I can do to stay here in the game. At this point, like I said, Arma could make or break it for both of us. I'm just hoping that it's not for me. Hoping that I can get lucky. Here, does she have a matter bomb that she's going to throw? I don't know exactly. She's going to do damage, though. Yeah, she does. And I'm thinking, ooh, that could sink if it was placed a little bit differently. Almost gets it. But then the meteor sinks me, and I'm just like, oh, God. And that's all she wrote, folks. She actually has a second matter bomb. That first play that she did was a grav pulse to prevent me from fighting early in the game. So uses her second dark matter bomb. It's a GG. Great play by Miley. I was pretty down during this tournament game, but I'm doing a bit better now. And yeah, it's all for fun, you know. I got a bit outplayed and kind of in my own head. That's how it goes. Learn from the experience and move on. One of these days I'll get her back. I mean, this is her revenge anyway. Like, remember, I had won against her in the last tournament. It was a Murky, I think, tournament. And she did that blood clot where it did like 350 damage to my dragon and myself. So this was her revenge game. She asked me to post it on YouTube. I said sure. And hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed this commentary, like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what other types of content you guys would like to see. Would love to kind of branch out, as I have been, to more variety of content that appeals to different types of people who like maybe more random spells, or maybe more, you know, maybe even elementals people like. I don't know, but drop a comment, let me know, and hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Good game, Miley. Peace out.